you've been faithful and you've had results.
Yeah.
And you're seeing lives transformed through your work. And so people who see that are going to want to deploy more resources, and we expect God to bless this ministry and provide you more resources so that you can help more people.
Absolutely. Can you believe it? That's right. I'm still here, living inside this tent for 100 days, from November the 20th to February 28th, bringing to you the awareness that you need to know about violence on the south side of Chicago, but also to raise as much money as possible to build a community center on this much-needed block called O Block. It's called O Block because it's named after a young man named O.D. Perry who was shot and killed. The gangs took the O in his name and started calling it O Block. Well, we decided we liked the O, so we're going to change it, though, to Opportunity Block. I want to thank Fox for giving me the opportunity every single day to bring to you Rooftop Revelations, where I share with you my thoughts, viewpoints, and opinions on matters across Chicago and our great country. Every now and then I get to bring you a guest as well. And so today I'm really excited because I have a very special guest that I want to share with all of you. His name is Jim Bakke. He is the CEO of Barnabas Foundation. So Jim, welcome.
Well, thank you. It's really great to be up here. Thanks for hosting me today.
You're doing our CEO challenge, and we really appreciate it. And we've issued it out to all the CEOs across the country to come and spend the night with us and help us make awareness and raise funds. And you took that challenge, and we really appreciate it. Let me jump right in.
Okay.
The first question I want to ask you is what I ask a lot of people, and that is, why are you here on the south side of Chicago on a roof in the cold on this very night? What is that about?
Well, let's start where our staff started. We were talking about trying to do something that would honor Dr. Martin Luther King on Dr. Martin Luther King Day. And as we were talking about it, we were asking, what are some ministries that are really doing a great job in the city of Chicago? And we thought of yours. And so we wanted to do something on that day, and timing got a little bit short. So we decided to try to do something in February. And one of our staff mentioned that you did this rooftop and you allowed CEOs to come and stay up here. And so in a lark, I just said, hey, I'll do it. And before I knew it, the invitation came and the arrangements were made, and here I am.
Absolutely,
So,
absolutely. And we're glad you're here.
Thanks.
You know, one of the things you said is that, you know, you all did some research to find out about Project H.O.O.D, and I know we do some work with you all. But what are your thoughts about Project H.O.O.D from what you know? And after spending some time up here today, what are your thoughts?
Well, I love what I hear and I love what I see happening here, because in this world, you know, if we just watch the news, we can hear all the problems in Chicago and all of the concerns about gun violence. But who's really coming up with solutions and attacking that problem? Well, your ministry is one of those. And as I learned more about it, I realized this is one where you're seeing results. As I saw what you were doing as we talked today,
Yeah.
I see results and I see the right focus of ministry. And so we're just honored to partner with you.
Well, we really appreciate it. You know, it is about solutions, because so many times people are trying to solve these problems, these complex issues like education and economics and fatherlessness, and they're not doing it with solutions. It's a lot of talk.
Yeah.
But we really work hard to try to provide solutions, and it's important that we have organizations like Barnabas to come alongside and to assist. Can you tell us a little bit about what Barnabas does and why they do it?
Sure. In a nutshell, Barnabas helps generous Christians transfer their wealth and make gifts of the resources God has entrusted to them.
Wow.
In ways that honor God, provide for their families, but also support ministries close to their heart. Specifically, we help in the area that's called planned giving, gifts in a will, gifts of real estate, gifts of stock, or business interests. And so we're basically helping people make tax-advantaged giving to organizations close to their heart.
Right. So how does that help organizations like Project H.O.O.D and other organizations that may be trying to do things? What benefit is that?
Well, your supporters need to figure out how they can support you in the way and how they can maximize the resources they want to give to you. And so we help them give more in a more tax advantaged way so they can give you more resources. And so we've partnered with
Yes.
a number of your donors, and it's a privilege for us to work with them to decide what to give and then get those assets ready to go and then cut the checks to you.
Right. And, partnerships like that are really important, because if we're ever going to solve some of these issues, especially on the south side of Chicago, we believe that building this center is so important, because it's going to help us to 10x everything that we do, to maximize it so that our carpentry classes are resourced, so that our trades courses are resourced, so that our entrepreneurial things are resourced, our trauma counseling and all of that is resourced. And it's so important that we partner with organizations like Barnabas, and there's other organizations that are out there that are extremely important to help things move forward. But yeah.
So, we really believe that what Jesus said about who is faithful with little will be entrusted with much. And he who is faithful with little then can be trusted to be faithful with much. And so what we love about what we see at Project H.O.O.D and New Beginnings is that you've been faithful and you've had results.
Yeah.
And you're seeing lives transformed through your work. And so people who see that are going to want to deploy more resources, and we expect God to bless this ministry and provide you more resources so that you can help more people.
Absolutely.
So it's an honor to partner with you.
Yeah, thank you. And that's a principle that we teach, that if God is giving you something, you have to be accountable of it. You have to nurture it, develop it, do all the things that are required so that it can be blessed. And so, we are extremely grateful for your being here, and we're extremely grateful for what Barnabas does, not just with us, but real quick, tell us about some of the other organizations that you all are a blessing to.
Well, we are partnered with about 200 ministries, everything from Christian grade schools, Christian high schools, colleges, universities, seminaries,
Wow.
Evangelism ministries, relief and development ministries, Bible distribution, social service type ministries. All of them are distinctively Christian, Christ-centered, understanding that everything we have is God's, and we are just stewards of his resources.
Absolutely.
And so then we just be faithful and allow God to flow through us into the lives of others for his glory.
Absolutely. I was thinking about something as you were talking and saying that. Do you think that organizations like Barnabas are able to do the work that government cannot do or is not doing?
Yeah, so this is the argument: should we have public funding for all these things, or should we have private funding? And I think there's a place for each, but we really believe that Christ-centered, values-focused ministries are probably more efficient and can do a more effective job than government intervention.
Yeah.
And so that's why I've dedicated my life to the not-for-profit sector, and in particular the Christian community, because I really believe that that is how we can most effectively help people, and partnering with businesses, because we know that business and learning how to do business well brings people out of poverty, but government intervention often is very inefficient.
Yeah, and I agree wholeheartedly. That's one of the reasons why Project H.O.O.D is so focused, because we believe that too, that government intervention or government is not that good at pulling people out of poverty and helping them to transform their lives. That we are far better at that than any government organization, and I'm sure you feel the same way with Barnabas.
Well, there are some essential services that have to be done by government.
Yeah.
And I know that there are people who have dedicated their lives to government work in a variety of ways, who are fully dedicated and trying to do their dead level best.
Right.
So I don't want to disparage anyone who's in the social service world, in a government setting. But I do believe that the private sector and the not-for-profit sector can be more efficient.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. As always, we really appreciate you being here tonight, and we're going to have a great time. And thanks for sharing with all of our listeners on Fox with Rooftop Revelations. Listen, it's been great. We're going to spend some great time together talking, and I'm going to hear some more things about the Barnabas Foundation and all the great work that they do. But I want to thank Eli Steele, our producer, for giving us a great opportunity to have a wonderful show. Shouts out to Fox for giving us this wonderful platform, and always my main man Terrell for filming and making sure everything is straight. Teamwork makes the dream work. So bless you all. And as I always say, every single Rooftop Revelations that I can remember, God bless you, God bless America, and until tomorrow, another Rooftop Revelation. Peace.
Peace.